Hello everybody, Bongwater Bob here. Lately you've been hearing a lot about accidental deaths in this country. What caused them and who should be held responsible for them. Tobacco kills 450,000 people every year. That's 2 catastrophes like Haiti every year, right here in the good old United States of America. Smoking cigarettes is deadly, says so right on the box. Who should be held responsible? Well, it would be the tobacco companies if they didn't warn you first, ergo the Surgeon General's warning. What about pharmaceutical companies? They kill 180,000 people every year. What caused those deaths? Man-made drugs. Who is responsible for those deaths? In the case of Michael Jackson, they charged the doctor with manslaughter. What about the 149,999 other folks who died from their poison? Is it the doctor's fault for prescribing the drugs? That's his job. That's why we go to doctors. Every time a doctor prescribes me pills, he gives me a big bottle of them with instructions on the side telling me how many to take. If I forgot that I already took 2 OxyContin because I took 2 OxyContin and then I take 2 more OxyContin and die, whose fault is that? Is it the doctor's fault for doing his job and getting me the drugs? Or is it the big pharmaceutical companies that make it? They manufacture dangerous drugs for huge profits. You see the commercials all the time on the television shows. Blaming doctors for pharmaceuticals' bad side effects, also known as adverse reactions to prescription drugs, that's deaths to you and me peon surf types. Well, that's like Toy Motors blaming their sudden acceleration problems on the guy at AutoStoned because he changed the windshield wipers. How blatant of a double standard can people get away with? Lots if you're the government. Let's look at prohibition of cannabis. Nobody has ever died of cannabis, ever. Cigarettes kill 450,000 people every year. That's 6.5 Super Bowls full of Americans that die every year. And nobody is held responsible. FDA-approved drugs kill 180,000 people every year. That is 2.5 Super Bowls full of people every year. That is not as many people who died in Haiti. 3.5 Super Bowls lost their lives in the earthquake. It's only off by 1 Super Bowl. But Haiti was a natural disaster. These companies make money off the misery of others. Then doctors take the blame for their deaths from drugs they did not even produce, providing them to customers who come into the office and ask for them by name half the time. Heck, booze killed a Super Bowl full of people last year, and you don't see Budweiser going to jail. Then there's cannabis. It seems to reside in reverse logic land. It has never killed anybody in recorded history, but last year they arrested 850,000 people for smoking a herb that has been used throughout time. That's 12 Super Bowls full of people in 1 year. And since the war on drugs began in the 70s, almost 20 million people have been arrested for cannabis. Don't laugh. The 20 millionth customer may be you. That's 285 Super Bowls full of people. You might as well arrest people for drinking water. It reminds me of slavery before people got free. Have you figured out who the real crooks are yet? It's time to stop the war against Americans. It's time to demand that the real killers be held accountable for the damage they have done and continue to do in the name of whatever they make up at the time. It's time to take our country back from the special interest groups that run Washington and are running our country into the ground. We can have a better country run by the people, like it's supposed to be. Not big oil, not big tobacco, not GMO, not mandated insurance, not big pharmaceutical companies. You may wonder silently to yourself, where is the media on this story? Well, just look at the commercials. And ask your doctor about ass effects today, because he can't say it and keep a straight face. Cannabis is a herb. This has been an Above the Ignorance production, brought to you by Bongwater Bob for President.